Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Shona. I'm a yoga teacher, personal trainer and CrossFit athlete based in Glasgow. Now today we're going to do a yoga for CrossFit vinyasa flow, focusing on shoulder mobility, chest mobility, getting those shoulders nice and open. Most CrossFitters that I know have issues with their shoulders, so it's best to work on it now. Get them nice and open, mobilised before we cause any injuries in CrossFit. So if we go ahead and get into our starting position, which is going to be a puppy dog. So hips just above the knees, keep the hips nice and high. We're going to walk our hands all the way to the edge of the mat. And then just think about pressing our face, our chin, our chest all the way down to the floor. So feeling this all the way down the side of the lats and our shoulders and our chest. But it should also be nice and passive, so we're just letting everything melt into the floor. You don't need any equipment for this today, just it's me and my mat, and I'm outside in my back garden. You could also join me and be in your back garden if it's a beautiful day where you are. This vinyasa flow might be a good warm-up before you do any CrossFit. We are going to get a little bit warm, we're going to move our body, we're not really going to hold any position for too long, so go ahead, feel free to use this as a warm-up before your CrossFit workout. Okay, so we'll gently come out of that puppy dog stretch and into a hands and knees position. So we'll start with some cat-cow, so we'll tuck the head and the bum right under, pushing our hands into the floor, opening our shoulder blades apart, and then we'll inhale, lift our head and bum, pushing our chest into the floor. And let's just flow backwards and forwards between those movements, lifting the chest, dropping the chest, because that's what we're thinking about today, trying to get as much mobility in our chest, shoulders, our upper back as possible. Okay, so coming back into a neutral position, we're going to place our right hand on the back of our head. Inhale to lift the elbow nice and high. Exhale to bring it back down. We're not forcing anything at this point. We're just warming it up. Inhale to lift the elbow. Exhale to bring it back down. One more time. Inhale, lift that elbow nice and high, open the chest to the side. And exhale down. This time we'll take it a little bit further, so we'll reach right through it with our arm. And inhale, lift that arm right up into the sky. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, reach up. One more time. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, reach up. Keep that chest nice and open and back down. Okay, bring your attention to our left leg. We're going to reach back with the right arm, holding the outside of our foot with our palm, then pushing that foot into our palm to lift that leg up in the air. So we're not lifting it with our hand, we're lifting it with the pressure of that foot into the palm. Okay, so let's do all that on the other side. So taking our left arm onto the back of our head, opening that elbow up to the sky, opening our chest out to the left hand side. Exhale, bring our elbow down. Inhale, lift our elbow up. Elbow down, elbow up. Okay, this time we'll do it with our hand. So reaching right through, inhale, open that chest. Try and keep our hips nice and square. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, reach up. Last time, reach through and reach up. Coming back onto our hands and knees. This time we're lifting the right leg, reaching back with the left arm, holding the outside of our foot with our palm facing in, and just push that foot into our hand. And that just gets a nice stretch all the way down the shoulder, but also you'll feel that in the hip flexors as well. Inhale. And then exhale, let's bring that back down onto our hands and knees. And we'll just stretch out our shoulders just for a second by having a little child's pose, pressing our forehead into the floor, reaching our fingertips forward, and we can just sit back into that child's pose. Okay, so we'll meet in our first downward dog of this class. So let's push our palms into the floor. You can march out the knees one by one just to open up the back of the body. And of course, because we're having a shoulder opening, chest opening, just thinking about pressing our chest into the floor. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And just enjoy this really nice, really simple stretch of most of our body. So we're just going to step our hands back into our feet. Have a little moment in this forward fold. And then walk our hands back out into the downward dog. This time we're going to do exactly the same with our toes. So just walking our feet in with straight legs until we're at the top of the mat, and we'll meet in a forward fold. Bend the knees and we'll uncurl the spine, pulling the shoulders back, having a full body stretch by reaching up into the sky, and exhale, our hands come down. Let's rotate our palms out, our thumbs pointing out to the side just to open our chest up. We're going to clasp our hands behind our back. Inhale to open our chest, pull our shoulders right back, breathing into our lungs, and then exhale, let's fold forward, pushing those hands away from our body. So just looking at our toes, get a nice forward fold here. We'll bring our hands to the floor, have a forward fold, and we'll go for our first sun salutation. So stepping the left foot back, knee on the floor. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot back. Shift our body weight forward. Inhale, knees are going to come to the floor. Exhale, our chest and chin to the floor. And we'll slide forward as we inhale into our first back bend, which is our cobra. Or actually, I think this might be the Sphinx. I can't remember. Okay, so tuck the toes under and come back into our downward dog. Have a breath here. And we're going to step our left foot back in between our hands. Inhale to sweep the hands up. Exhale, hands to our feet. Step that other foot. Have a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, palms facing the front. And we'll have another forward fold as we exhale, our hands clasped behind our back again. Bringing our hands to our floor. Stepping the right foot back this time, knee to the floor. Inhale, sweep the hands up, slight back bend. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the left foot back. Shift our body weight forward. Inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale, chest and chin. And then we'll slide forward for a full cobra this time. Now, I think actually this is called seal. I can't remember which animal it is. Exhale, downward dog. Starting to feel our body warm up a little bit. And we'll look towards our fingers. Step our right foot forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, stepping our other foot forward as we forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms facing to the front. Again, let's clasp our hands behind our back as we forward fold on an exhale. Hands to the floor. This time we're going to jump both feet back as we bend our knees, jumping back into a plank. Inhale, shift our body weight forward. Exhale for our first chaturanga. Our body is just hovering above the floor. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, downward dog. Look between the fingers, bend the knees and hop our feet between our hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms facing to the front. And we'll do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. bend the knees, hop back into a plank. This time we can actually meet at the bottom of the chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. We're floating an inch above the floor. Exhale, downward dog. Look between our palms, bend the knees and hop our feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, starting to get a little bit warm now. Exhale, palms to the front. Okay, we're going to change it up a little bit. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring our hands to the floor. Now we're going to step our right foot back all the way back to the end of the mat with our back heel off the floor. Inhale to reach up, and then exhale, bring your knees about an inch above the floor with our elbows pulled back to open our chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull those elbows nice and far apart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Then we're going to bring our hands to the front in a prayer position and preparing for a twist. So bring our right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And we're using that elbow just to sort of hinge our body a little bit more to the left hand side. You can stay here, or we can open our arms up for a full expansion of that chest. So bringing our right hand to the outside of our left foot and our left hand reaches up for the sky. Okay, bringing our hands back into prayer position. Oh, try not to fall over. Sweep our hands down and we'll go for a vinyasa, so stepping back. Inhale to shift our body weight forward. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now during these vinyasas you can just chill out in a child's pose if you like. It's entirely up to you. So we need to do the other side. Palms at our side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor. This time stepping the left foot all the way back to the end of the mat. Inhale to reach up. Exhale for cactus arms and our knee to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Bringing our hands back into prayer. This time twisting to the other side, so our left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Keep those shoulders away from your ears, and if you want to go for the full expression, just open those arms right up. Fingertips just resting on the floor. Bringing our palms back to the middle, and another vinyasa. Inhale, exhale, upward dog, and downward dog. Let's bend the knees, jump or step your feet to the front, and inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms to the front. Now we should be feeling a little bit warm now. Have a drink of water if you need it, and we're going to move on. So let's step the right foot all the way back to the end of the mat. This time our heels on the floor and our toes are at a 45-degree angle. We're going to inhale to reach up, and then exhale, bend the front knee. Pull our elbows out to the side. Keep our hips tucked under as much as we can. And we can get a little bit deeper by bending the front knee a little bit more, using the strength of our legs to hold ourselves up. And now we're going to transition into warrior two. So our right toes point to the long side of the mat. Both our hips are pointing towards the long side of the mat as well, and we're opening our left knee out to the side. Nice, generous, deep bend in that left knee. And then we're going to reverse the warrior, so bringing our right hand down to our right leg and reaching right up and over. If the sun's blinding you, keep your eyes closed. And then let's bring our left arm to rest on our left thigh for extended side angle, looking up at our palms of the right hand. Let's reverse the warrior. Try not to fall over like I am. The sun is blinding me here. And then we'll take that further into extended side angle. Have a few breaths here. Fingers are literally just resting on the floor. We're trying to open our shoulders and keep our shoulders away from our ears here. One last peaceful warrior. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going all the way down. And if you want to go for the bind here, what you do is you reach all the way back. You can hold on to the front of the thigh, or you can take the other hand underneath the thigh and hold on. You'll be able to see it a little bit better when I do the other side. Just keep those shoulders pulled away. I absolutely love a bind for opening my chest up. Bring our hands to the front and we'll go through a vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Look between the hands and step or jump your feet between them. Inhale, reach all the way up into the sky. Exhale, palms facing the front, and we'll do the other leg. So this time we're stepping the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Heel comes to the floor, toes are at a 45-degree angle. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, let's sit nice and low. Elbows pulled out to the side. Try and tuck your hips under, unlike what I'm doing. I've got a super curved back here, but benefit from hindsight. Get a nice deep bend. And then again, we'll transition into warrior two. So left toes pointing towards the long side of the mat. Feeling some real strength in our arms here as we open them out to the side, pulling our right knee out. And let's reverse the warrior. This is a side bend rather than a back bend here, if that helps you a little bit. Coming into extended side angle with our forearm resting on our right thigh, reaching up and over. Inhale. Exhale into our peaceful warrior. And this time bringing our hands to the floor, reaching all the way over. Still using the strength of our leg to hold us up rather than our hand. Let's reverse the warrior one last time. And this time you'll get to see how the bind works. So inhale to reach over a little bit more. Exhale to come into our extended side angle. Now you can reach round the front of that right thigh, or as you can see, binding at the back. So keep that shoulder, keep our shoulders and our chest pulled back facing the left hand side. And at no point are we forcing anything here, guys. Let's go for our vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we're just going to chill out in this downward dog here for just a couple of breaths. Feeling those shoulders a little bit more warm than they were when you first started. And there goes my plant. This is real life, guys. Let's come out of this by inhaling, reaching up, exhaling, palms to the front. I'm just going to go and pick up my plant. It's a nice windy day here in Glasgow, although it's 21 degrees. Quite unusual. Okay, so let's inhale to reach up. Our toes are together, our heels are maybe an inch apart. We're going to bring our hands to prayer position. And then keeping our bum tucked under, sit down. We should be able to look down and see our toes. We're going to inhale and then exhale, sit down a little bit further. And then sit down all the way to the floor. And we'll meet in this boat position. At any point you can hold on to the floor or hold on between the thighs, or you can make it harder by straightening the legs. Just getting our core working a little bit before your CrossFit workout. Nice slow and deep breaths. And then let's bring our feet to the floor. We'll sit up and we'll roll our spine all the way down nice and slowly until we come to a lying position. So let's bring our feet in a little bit closer to our hips. And let's get prepared for our bridge pose. So we're going to clasp our hands underneath our hips And as you can see, I'm walking my shoulders in towards each other. Now I'm using my back, my glutes, the backs of my legs to lift my hips right up into the air. The only thing that's on the floor right now is my head, neck and the tops of my shoulders, and all the way down to my hands, all the way down my arms, and of course my feet as well. So this is a really nice, gentle back bend. We're going to take this to the next level now. If you want to, you can just stay in this bridge pose, but we're going to try a wheel pose, which some of you might know as a crab. So let's exhale, bring our hips to the floor, and we'll get ready for our crab. Not crab, wheel. I'm a yogi now. So bring our palms, fingers facing our shoulder, elbows staying in really tight. We're going to inhale, and then exhale, push into our hands, bring our head to the floor. Now, you guys can stay here, that's perfectly fine. But you can push all the way up, and then just adjust your position if you like with your legs. This is, in terms of back bends, you can't really beat. This is a great one. Exhale to bring our head back to the floor, and then we'll tuck our chin under, shoulders, hips, down to the floor. You can ease this off by just hugging your knees into your chest. Now please do not do this if you've got any spine issues. Remember, with CrossFit we always leave our ego at the door, and we do that even more so with yoga. So let's do that again. You can go back to bridge pose if you like, or we can go into our second wheel. So elbows in really tight, we inhale and then exhale, push up. Now I'm just going to show off here, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Before I started yoga, I could not do this, and you know, sometimes it's just fun to have a little bit of a play. Let's bring our top of our head down to the floor, tuck our chin under, and just rest everything into the floor. We can roll our knees from side to side, do whatever you need to do. Now, we're going to have a nice little counteracting pose. This is called a rabbit. So you start in child pose, hold onto your heels, the top of your head is pressed into the floor, and then we just lift our hips and we just feel the back of our shoulders, our upper back just being opened up by our arms being pulled there. So that's just a lovely, lovely stretch. I absolutely adore this. It feels really good. And we'll come out of this one, and we'll just have a little child's pose with our arms reaching all the way forward, inching your fingers maybe a couple of centimeters further. Everything in our lower body is completely relaxed, head just pushed into the floor. Oh, there goes the plant again. Ideally you wouldn't be as distracted as I am doing this workout. And we'll come back to our mat and get ready for a little spinal twist. So this spinal twist will feel really good after all those back bends. So we'll start by lifting our left leg into the air, and using our right arm, we'll pull that knee all the way over to the side. Our left arm is stretched out to the left side, and we're looking over our left shoulder. Our spine obviously goes all the way up into the back of our neck. So by looking over your left shoulder, you're getting a full spinal twist all the way from the top of your head to your tailbone. And I just love a spinal twist. If you're ever feeling bloated or digestion is a bit sluggish, then a spinal twist tends to sort me right out. Let's come back to the middle, and we'll swap legs. This time hugging the right knee, using our left arm to pull that knee over, and looking over our right shoulder. And after this, guys, this is our last pose. We'll be doing a Shavasana. However, if you want to now go ahead and have a CrossFit workout, feel free, just miss out the Shavasana. But if this is like a one-off yoga video for you, then you can join me in a Shavasana. So Shavasana is arguably one of the most important poses in yoga. It's a chance for us to really feel the benefits in our mind and our body of what we've just experienced in yoga. So just let your feet fall heavy to the side. Our shoulders are pulled away from our ears. Our palms can face up. Everything is nice and relaxed. Thank you so much for taking part in my Yoga for CrossFit video number 1. If you have enjoyed this, please comment below, let me know if you've got any requests for other videos you'd like me to do. I think that yoga is an absolutely great partner to have in your life with CrossFit. It is the perfect yin to the yang of what our bodies go through when we do CrossFit. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look up at Shona Strong, that's me there. And other than that, have a wonderful day. Namaste.